welcome. Siri here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I did this flyer design from top to bottom, everything from scratch. So I had to do a review of this design and to redesign it here because many people were asking me questions how I did this, and I'm going to show you here step by step. And there's something I'm going to share with you at the end of this video, which is important to you as a designer, especially for those using Canva. So just stick around and watch to the end as I'm going to do this design from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a blank page. Yes, this is an Instagram post, so this blank page I will let it just be white. Then I'll come over to elements and I'm going to search for the first element I'm going to insert here is this bottom line here, this ripped paper. So I just need to come here and search for ripped paper. As you can see, I already once used it. So you see ripped paper. So the particular one we're going to be using for this design is somewhere here. Here it is. So with this design, I'm going to take and I'm going to reposition it. So I'll try to change the color, or do I take this? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to use this other one because this one is good because you can be able to manipulate with its color and use it. So I'm just going to open it here. I'm going to put it down, let it be at the bottom here. So the next thing we're going to be inserting in this image here is this the phone, this part here, this phone here. We're going to insert the image. So I'm going to go to elements and I'll search for frame. So there are many frames here, but the one which we need is one which you can insert that screenshot into the frame. So I'm going to use this frame here for an iPhone. So I'm going to take this. So sorry, I'm going to take this. So as you can see on this other image, the phone is large and it's already taking up to maybe say a good portion of the image, because that's the key factor. That's what we want anyone viewing this flyer to be able to see. So I'm going to resize this image to look like this. So one thing I'm going to add now to this image is I'm going to take the colors and maybe I'll reduce the intensity of this image. So I don't want these borders to be really clear, and then I'll put it this way. Then now the next thing I'm going to insert to the image is the dots. Let me resize this so it really fits, because I need to put the dots at the top. So I'm going to come here to elements and I'll search for dots. So the interesting thing about Canva is that this same thing I'm doing on the laptop is the same thing you can do on the phone or on an iPad, and it's going to work out the same. So I'm going to change the color of the dots. I'm going to use red because in our flyer here we have these dots to be red. So I always like reducing this so that actually on this computer you will not see these dots really clear, but someone who is viewing it on the phone, which is the highest place where people are using now, what people are using the most now is the phone. So they're going to see this on the phone, and on the phone it's going to be much clearer. Sometimes you do it on the laptop, it seems like maybe what you put is not really clear, but someone who is on the phone will see it better. So if you want to make it more visible, you just put the same dots and you duplicate it. So I'm going to put it this way so that it has an additional feature there that a normal person that is not this creative or doesn't understand Canva will not know how he was able to, or you were able to get that element. So I'll resize it now. So the next thing we're going to be adding to this design, I'm going to upload I already uploaded the screenshot, so I'm just going to take it and insert it right away. So this is a screenshot we're going to be using. I just need to drag it and drop. So already have our design looking as required. So the next thing we're going to be adding to this design, I'm going to take these dots here. I'm going to take the dots again because we have something like the dots at this edge here. So I'll bring this one a little bit down. I come to dots, I take this, then I'm using this position here. I'll put it partially, not complete. So you see, when positioning this, Canva has helped you to an extent. Look at, you see this line here is separating, and it's always, I always recommend that when you're inserting, if you go above that line, your image, it might not really be visually appealing. So you just need to just obey as Canva is indicating that line there. Just telling you that, guy, do this, and the design will be good. So The next thing we need to put here, which is our text. And with this text, it's a trick I use here. And I don't know, text is not really a problem to many people to insert, but how to manipulate with fonts. That is what many people don't know how to do. Yes, you need to know how to play around with fonts. You need to try them from time to time when you're designing. So to insert this text, I just need to come to I just take text and I search for, that's a heading here. Something it needs to be bigger. I'm not inserting above. I'm here. So I'll just take heading. I change the color to red. So I bring it this way. And what is making that particular text different and unique as it is the fonts. Yes, the fonts type or the font family. So I'm going to be searching for these fonts. No, I'll come over here. I'll search for these fonts. So these are fonts we're using. Okay. So I'm going to write the text. So shop. Want everything to be in capital letters, so I'll use the shop online with. So actually on this particular image, that's what I said, I had a trick which I used there, which many people will not have an idea of how I did it because it was just form of a creative idea to adapt. Sometimes when you're designing, there are certain things that you're not. So that's just how to insert it. But to be exact as up there, I'll just copy that text and I'll paste it here. So you just need to use psan. So this is the text pasted here. So I had to just download. This is a logo for this company. Yes, I downloaded the logo, the image. So this is the image here. I just downloaded the image of it. This is a look. I came to the logo. This is the website. I just came to Bayam. I don't know, or any website that has a logo. Yes, any website that has a logo, you can just right click and then you save the image. So that's what I did, and I was able to get that logo. So I just had to download the logo and I re-uploaded it. So if you want me to show you how I did, so I just uploaded the logo now and I kept it here so that, yeah, you see the logo now is shop online with Bayam. So if you compare these two logos, you see this logo and this, there's a difference. This one here is really showing the dark color is really black, the black color is really black, and the red is really red. So I don't know if you are seeing it the way I'm saying, but if you look at it well, you see this difference. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do it on this other one here. So you just need to come here. Okay, I'm going to send this text to back so that we can concentrate on this. So I'll come to edit image. So I'll come here now to the contrast. So I'll increase the contrast so that you see the dark color is more visible now. So I'm going to put it this way. So to be more exact, I'll just copy this, paste it here, but I actually showed you how to get it done. So we have now shop online with Bayam. So I don't think playing out with this text is a difficult thing for you, because I want to believe you're a Canva user, you need to know how to use it. But if you want to know how I did this, for showing, I just want to show this for illustration, for the sake of illustration, you just need to get a subtitle, then you'll be able to position it here. Adjust it, then you take the, let's say the size of which you want it to look like. So you just need to know how to manipulate that. So I'm just going to copy this text here. So that one is left for you. I don't want this video to be very long. I'll paste it here. So for the text part, I'm just going to take it over and repaste. So there's this other one which is also very interesting, and I would like that I should demonstrate to you how I was able to get this, because there's some level of creativity that you need to be able to get this done. So I'm going to show you how I was able to make it in this format. So I'm just going to come here. I'm going to go to elements and I'll search for, let me say, orange star. I don't know if I'm right here. Sometimes really searching here is not easy. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to look. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. So I'm going to take this orange star. I can change the color to red as our design is. That's a key color on our design. So I come here, I resize it. When I resize it now, I always like this to come here, because if actually this design, there are some errors that are on it, but someone who is not really an expert will not know, because I have the like a mentor to me. So when I always do a design, it's always giving me errors I made on the design. So actually I'm not here to correct these errors, I'm just here to show you how I did this. So I'll just take this text, then now I'll type what I want to write. So here we wrote e-commerce. So I'm just going to write here control like this small e-commerce. So that's exactly how you can put this and this point, because Canva will never give you that opportunity to have this kind of they for Canva we only have the dots, the numbers, and we have the dot, the number, and empty. So you have to bring this level of creativity to be able to know that you can join these together, and then you get something that will look like this. So after doing this, you can copy, you can merge, yes, you can group them together. So you have already formed it, then you can now duplicate. So we can duplicate now and get it. Okay, so after doing this, you can group it again, then you duplicate, so that we have it on this other side. So that's how to do this. So when you have time, you can just try to compare this and know how you are going to make it look good for you. So in this video, I'm just going to copy this, and I've showed you how I did it, so that should not be a problem. So I should just take this here. So you just need to do as I've done there, and you insert the text. That's how I did this. So the next thing we want to insert here, which are the main things that the user will want to see. Yes, you're telling the user that the person should download this application from Bayam. So these objects I had to check on Canva, but I could not find this. So this I tried to check. What I was seeing there was not really what I wanted, because I say download. So okay, yes, Play Store. I had to search Play Store. So when I searched, this is what I was able to get on Canva. I saw this on Canva, and it was looking like this, and I do not really want to use this because I wanted that black so that it can really be enhanced. And I was trying to check for Google Play any image that will actually be, yes, or an element that will be having the text written in white, but I do not see it. And if I had to do this step by step, it's really possible, because I can combine this and I manually write the text if I know the font that was used here. But that is some kind of very stressful. So I just had to go to Google, and I just take download here now. I just need to search, because I know Google will have all these things available. So you see there are those images. Okay, let me just take the Play Store download. So you see these are the many images here that Google has. So this is what we need. Yes, it's either we use this one or we use this. So I just had to come here and search for the different available images, and I choose one and I download it. So there's a particular one which I just took from Google here. I downloaded the image and I uploaded it back to Canva. So let's say for instance, if I want to use this, I just need to take save image, because I really wanted this particular black, white on black form of the button. Even though I could still actually do it manually, let me just show you how I could do it. Just take button. So you see these are different kind of buttons. So I'll go down this way. So this is what they actually use. This is the back part of that button if you wanted to do it manually. So I just get it like this, and I change the color or to maybe No, I change here to this color. Then I change, this is the main color, I change it to black. Then I come now to those elements. I can just decide to take this and put it on it. So if I actually change this color here to white, let's say I put like this, then I insert this object here. So you are going to have that download on play, and if I duplicate this button, if I duplicate that button, then I search now for download. So Apple Store. So I get this one for the Apple Store, which is in white, which is in black. I just insert it here. You see that our image is already looking like something. You just need to take your time and be able to manipulate it well. But this one is not really visually appealing for me. That's why I had to download. Okay, let me lock this back part. So I always recommend that when you are designing, when you are done with an object, you lock it using this lock here. You just need to click on it and lock and unlock, so that when you are actually doing the next design of the next object will not affect like it just happened to me here. So that here I can just copy and I remove. So now I'll come to the image which I uploaded, which is this one. Yes, I downloaded this image. I just searched on Google, I downloaded it. So I had to just crop it. Let me take you this way. So I had to just crop the image. I position it. That's why I really wanted to use it. So I'm going to take image and I'm going to the contrast here. So you increase the contrast so that it helps you to make your image more clear and looking good for the eye. So after doing this, so now I'm almost getting to the end of this flyer design. So now that's what I was able to do here. But if you look at it, these images were separated. So what I did was, so I am going to tell you why I had to separate those images. So what I did was just come here, I duplicate it, put it on the same position, then I crop the one at the top and the one up behind I crop it. So you might not actually see this until you try it. So now I have separate images looking as if I used them from Canva, which I did not. So now there's an effect I want to add to this image. That's why I had to download it. So you see here, there's this element that is here that we used. So that's something that is going to help us. And the reason why I had to put that white, because it was completely red, this logo here will not actually feature well, or you will not be able to see that, because red on black is not really as visible as, I mean, black on red will not really stand out, or like the format of this logo, yes, using that black on red will not really show us what we want to see. So that's why I had to search for this particular element. So I'm still going to go to Canva elements and I'm going to search for elements. I'm going to search for ripped paper. So when I go to ripped paper, what I'm looking for, sometimes to really see what you want here, is taking time. So you just need to understand how to get what you want. So if I'm using this, can I be able to change the color? No. If I'm taking this, let me see. Finding that particular object is taking us time. So okay, yes, this is what we're going to use. So I just need to bring it down. I change its color. No, I need to use it as white. So I'll let it be like this. Then I'll use this object here to rotate it. So I'll flip horizontal. I increase the, so I'm going to send it backward. Send it backward. So now we have this looking closer to what we want, but not really what we want. I'm going to lock this. I'll copy this to I reduce the size. I take it this way a bit because that's what we had on our design. So let me unlock this. I'm going to group these two. I will take here, I'll group this together since we're already satisfied with what it's looking like. So, but actually, before I want to group, let me do this. There's this effect that is on this image here, so that for a normal person looking at this image, you will not notice this, but this is what makes this button look realistic. Yes, it makes it look more. The visuals there is interesting if you have to look at it. So to put that, I just had to come here. I take this other image, I take its image, and I come to shadows. This feature is available only to Canva Pro users. That's what I said. You have to watch to the end. I'm going to show you how to get Canva Pro for free. Yes, let me start revealing to you what I'm going to tell you. How to get Canva Pro, so that if you are planning on stopping on this video, you're going to miss a lot. So I'm just going to come here. I'll change the color to white. It depends on you. You can choose either to black or to white, but I wanted this white so that the difference is clear. So I change it to white, and then now I can play around with the transparency. I reduce it a bit, make it more no less blur, so that let me increase it again. So that's it. Only a designer will see that. So we have it looking okay. So if we want to have the exact thing with it, so now the next thing I'm inserting is this Bayam logo. So like I showed you guys, you just need to upload the logo and then you bring it to Canva. So I'm just going to paste that logo. So we have our Bayam logo. This is indicating to us that these objects are smaller. So I'm going to group them together and make it bigger. So that's it. So we're already at this level. Then this is also the app logo. The app, like what you view when you have installed the app. So I also just downloaded it and I uploaded. So this is it here. And to make it look rounded, you look at the corners, it's really rounded. I was using these elements here. I just need to search for frame. So I'll search for frame, come down here to this. Yes, this is the frame. This is the rounded square. So I resize it to look like what I want. Then now I'll take the uploaded image and insert it. So I'll just drag it and drop. For the phone, it's the same thing. You just insert the image. So we're already done with our design. We're already getting to the end of this our design. So this one here, these are just additional flyers that I was given to use. Yeah, these are just additional like images. This is just an image. So I actually did not do anything much with this. So I just uploaded the image here, and this image looks like this. So the only thing you need to do is just go to images. I'm not putting any background for the image. These are the two images here. I put it and I resize it. I always like to increase the contrast. I don't know. I just feel that it helps enhance images, especially if you just downloaded it from Google. It helps enhance them to maybe look the way you want it to be and look super unique the way you like your images to be. So I'm going to bring this down a bit, bring it to front. These are our dots here. I'm going to, I just copy, I come and paste here. So I'll remove this. So that this white here, the color here is white, is too much. So I'm going to increase and zoom so that you see what I'm doing here. So these two images, I want them to be of the same height. I'll just make this balance. I'll group them together. Before grouping, I will do one after the other. I take edit image, and I take this drop down shadow. I'm going to reduce the transparency, make it less blur. I'll take the color to be black. If you look at it there now, you are seeing something like a 3D shape. So that's the same thing I'm going to do here. I'll edit image. I take sorry, edit image background, and I take this background. So here I'm not going to. I can still do the same thing. I put this color to be black. Transparency. I increase it or I reduce. Let me see. Which one works better? This one is not really good with this. It's showing more professional. This one this way. The black background here is too much. So I would like this one. So I just need to play around with the transparency, make it less blur. I'll just make it to match this first because I already made the first one with that mistake. So I'll just make it like this. So you have to understand that sometimes when you're designing, you just need to make the mistake look good. So let me see. Oh, there's already an error here. I don't know what has happened. So I take edit image background and I play around with this background, black, transparency. So that's it. I'll click on apply. So now we have our designs. They are there. Let me increase this one. So this is what I was able to do to get this. So if you have more time, you'll be able to um, play with those things and make it look exactly like this one. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to actually, this is why I always recommend a lock. So that's how I did it and it looked like it. So if I have to take this and fit, if I have to take this and fit here, that's how it's going to look like. So we're almost done with the design. I think we're 99% done. So for the ending part, this is just my logo. I'll just copy and paste because you know how you put your own logo. I'm just going to paste my logo so that it is here. So I'm doing this video. It is not exactly to scale as the actual design, but that's exactly what you need to do to have this design done. So you just need to take your time after following this tutorial and you do exactly the same thing. And I would like to see in the comment section, maybe you send me a link to your design for me to see how and what you were able to do. And I'm going to love to react and comment to it. So this other part of the design is just how to play with mockups, and if you are interested to know how to use mockups, there's a video. I'm going to put a link in the description for you to know how to use mockups. So, but if I want to just do a short rundown, I'll just need to do like for that. For this design I've made, I'll just share it and I'll download the design. So for here, I already downloaded the previous one I made. So I'll just come here, upload the design I already made. This is it. So it has to open. Yes, so this is a design here. I'll come now to edit image. These features are available only to Canva Pro users. So I'll come now to mockups here. I'm going to choose the mockup that I like to use. So I'll just take this. For that particular one there, this is what I use. So Canva is just going to load and do everything for me. That's why I like Canva. So we have our mockup. Then now I'll choose manual and I'm going to position it. I'm going to take custom. So I'll choose fit so that it is inserted inside like this. Then now I choose a color to be red. So we have our mockup there looking realistic as we want it to be, and you can feel free to increase the size and position it this way. Then we can still put this image here, edit image, smart mockups. I'll choose a different mockup. So if I want to use this one, Canva is just going to process everything and get it done for me. So I'm going to choose fit. So I always recommend you take fit or you take custom so that you are able to do it the way you want it to be. So I'll now take this and send to the back, or I'll take this and bring to the front. So that we have our design here. Canva is sometimes you might face this error, is showing savings, but you just need to hold on, then it's going to save, yes, because when it's showing savings pause, you cannot manipulate with it. Or sometimes you do some options like I've sent it to back, it has not yet gone to back, but it's still taking this time. So that's just it. So the rest part concerning mockups, you can watch the other video to see completely how I was able to do this. But okay, the image now is saved and you see our mockup has gone to the back. So you can just then now resize it, then now put this here. So it's going to be up to you how you want to play with your mockups and how you design. So that's it for today's video. If you like what I did, just give it a thumbs up. If you want to get more content like this, do where to hit that subscribe button and tell me in the comment section what you think about this video. And I'm going to bring up more tutorials. And if you're a Canva designer, feel free to write me through my email, send your design so that we can review it here and re-edit it or do some small adjustments or to show others how we were able to do it. So guys, thank you for watching to this extent. Do well to subscribe, share this video. Thank you.